I just hung out with my friends and we drunk a lot, and they were trying to be nice, and the room is spinning, and I appreciate what they were trying to do. They're my friends, you know. But one thing about traveling like this is that they're locals to this place, so they're taking me to places that they think are interesting for them. They're taking me to the place to eat, but afterwards the place to drink. One day out of the month, you know, I don't drink that much, so they saw that I was having trouble, so they took me back to my hotel room. But I'm glad they were my friends, because if they weren't my friends and they were just showing me around town, I'm in a very vulnerable position. I'm very glad that I'm in my hotel room, but as a message to most travelers maybe new to this, you have to be careful, because if you don't trust them and you don't know that they are your friends, then they could very easily turn on you, and all of a sudden a fun night out with some new contacts or new friends can turn into a difficult time. I am in for a really rough night. I know this. My head is hurting, and I could tell by the lack of moisture on my tongue that I'm very dehydrated. So I'm not in like serious trouble, but I'm gonna have a real bad headache, and I'm gonna have a really rough night. I had a lot of fun with those guys, and I'm happy about it, and I'm able to kind of quantify the fact that the amount of relationship fun that I had with those guys is going to counter the amount of pain that I'm going to feel tonight. But as a traveler, you really need to weigh the amount of fun, you know, like a momentary fun based on security, you know, my stuff in my room, the fact that I'm in a place I don't know, where am I going to sleep tonight if I do pass out, or are the people that I'm with able to take care of me if things get too bad, you know. These are all concerns that you need to weigh as a traveler. And I mean, obviously going out with some new friends that's one of the most amazing parts of traveling, and that is something that you need to embrace. But you also need to be aware enough that when it happens, you can kind of say, is this situation gonna provide for me a tomorrow that I'm gonna look forward to, or a tomorrow that it's gonna be dangerous for me, it's gonna be trouble? So anyways, I had a great time with these guys. You know, the police officer that rescued me from my accident situation, all of this stuff was very good. Like, I understood that this person that I was hanging out with, this new friend, this guy was gonna take care of me, whether or not, you know. And as soon as I showed the fact that, you know, and that's another thing that you have to do. Like, if you're feeling too much, you can't feel obligated to stay with them too long. You have to be able to communicate with them. Even if you can't speak the same language, you have to be able to communicate with them that, listen, I'm too far gone. Please help me get home, you know, or to wherever home might be that night. And instantly, this is why I realized I was with somebody that was a solid friend. Instantly he realized, okay, we'll take you home, no problem. And he put me over his shoulder and he carried me into the room, and he wished me a good night, and for that, you know that you have somebody that is top notch, and I appreciate it. But I'm sure there's a lot of situations where travelers get in way over their head, and there was somebody that they can't trust 100%, and they've drank too much, and they find themselves in a situation that they're not wholly prepared for. I feel bad for that. Like even at the bar, I was thinking, I'm glad that I have somebody that I trust enough to get me back to the hotel room, and I know that there's many people out there that wouldn't. So anyways, my final tip before I attempt to drift off to sleep, but I doubt it because the room is spinning. But you know, and even the reason the room is spinning was not because they were trying to get me liquored up or anything, but they were trying to share an experience with me, and I have to appreciate that as well. But good night. I've extended my night by another day, so I'm gonna use tomorrow as a recuperation day, and try to get my wits about me so that I can continue on to Guilin. So, drank too much. Take it easy, guys. Jayoe. Last night the party got a little out of hand for me. Hi, Joe. Don't see too many foreigners around these parts. In a very, very long time I had a flat tire. Let's go.